right? Wow, welcome everybody. This is going to be an incredible day 2. I'm so excited for you today because today transitions from where we were day 1, finding those clients, identifying those clients and getting them to say yes. The next thing is, what do we do when they say yes? What's the next step? And today it's all about the next step. I am so excited for you because day 2 is really about converting. What do we do for them? How do we deliver? What are we going to do? That is what's answered today. Now, this afternoon, I'm going to come back and show you how we deliver on the promise for the entire year. So today, you're in for a treat. Our first presenter is the guy, the madman behind Tax Maverick. This guy comes from an extensive background of tax preparation and business operations. He definitely has a lot going for him because a few years ago when we entered into this advisory world, George took a big undertaking. He said, I want to learn everything about advisory. I want to learn how to help people. I want to help grow this business. And just a few short years later, I said, here's your chance. And George took on the role of leading our Tax Maverick team, as well as the development of Tax Maverick. He's the guy. He is the man behind Tax Maverick. I mean that. He's the guy who's going to show you the way and help you grow your practice by finding the right clients, or not finding, delivering to the right clients and getting them to say yes. We're going to turn that around, and he's going to help you grow your business today. Don't miss anything this guy says, because he says a lot and he means a lot. Okay, so welcome to the stage, Mr. George Nino. What's up, dude?
Good. Glad to have you here on the call today, this morning. Wonderful. Great speech today. I was looking at everybody's comments. Fantastic. A lot of you taking action. Now, one reason why I'm speaking here today in front of you is I've been in the tax industry for about 12 years. And I'll tell you something about the tax industry. When I started, my first year in office, we completed 412 returns that year. Now, in that year, our average fee was about $492. Now, the most interesting thing about that office that we're in a very small population, around 7,000 people, and it was literally about 2 or 3 blocks. After that, there was per field, and there was more cows than people. And so if cows can file a return, I promise you would have done way more returns. But it's a very, very small city, and we did wonderful things there. Now, the reason I tell you this is because over the years, all the way to COVID, all the way to we figure out that we want to get into advisory, I understand the struggles that you're going through. I understand the struggles that you work every single year, you work on doing continuing education, you work on giving yourself more value, but your clients don't see it. You want to charge your clients more, but your clients don't want to pay more. You got to hire more staff, you want to bring more value, you want to add more services, but the clients want to pay less every single year. So I understand your frustration. I understand where you're coming from. I understand that your clients at times don't value what we're doing every single day. And so we're going to do is we do this by what's called the consultation call. So what is a consultation call? Well, this is the first steps that we have when we are meeting our clients. Now, what we do is we follow something called the CARE formula. So what is the CARE formula? Well, letter C, what we do is we have a consultation call with the client. And what we do is we get a qualified client, we pitch a tax saving assessment, and the goal for this call, 2497 upfront. That is our goal. Now, you may ask me, what happens after the consultation call? What happens after the client pays me 2497? Well, great question, right? And after that, we're going to do an assess phase. And the assess phase starts right after the client pays you. How do you onboard a client? And what are the steps that you need to do to start building a tax plan to your client? How do you build a custom tailored custom plan for the client for the next 12 months so the client can see, this is what I need. This is exactly is going to solve my problems. And then we go letter R, which is results. And that's where we're going to deliver the results to the client where we say, I understand your current challenge that you're currently having at the moment. I understand that you're making a lot of money. I understand that you're paying a lot of money to the IRS. I understand your tax bill is increasing every single year, but I also understand that there's strategies that we can help you with. I understand that I can lower your tax bill, and that's the results that we're going to deliver to our client. And lastly is the execution. And that's when the client says, I understand that I need your help, and they want to move forward with you. And when they move forward with you, that's with the client working with you for the next 12 months. And so when you think of the acronym CARE, the reason why we do this because we care about our clients. We care about reducing the taxes for our clients. And when you think about the CARE formula, it's a very, very easy process for, once again, start getting paid first and charging what you're worth. So what's the consultation call? The consultation call is a first interaction that you have with the client. Yesterday, what you did, we had some homework. And what you did was you send out some communication to your current clients, maybe some new clients. You might have done a Facebook post. You done something to start having a meeting with your client. That's what the consultation call is for. That means when someone first books a call with you through Facebook, through Instagram, some kind of social platform that you're on, if they reach out to you via email, however that first interaction happens, as soon as they book a call with you, and the first time you're talking to the client about advisory, this is that consultation call we're talking about. Now, the point of this call is we want to make sure that we pre-qualify the client. Everybody you meet may not be the right client. And I hope you understand this. And I don't want you to feel discouraged if you're getting the wrong clients. Because at the very beginning, that may happen. It happened to us. It happens to us where you get a lot of clients and they're not the right people that you should be talking to. And that's okay. That means we got to change your messaging. That means we have to put you in a different view where the clients can say, oh, she can help me or he can help me. And that's what we want to do in the call. The assess phase is we start collecting all the documents from our clients. Now, the good thing about the documents is that this is where we start processing and we have to approve all documents. And then we use the call and documents to create a custom plan for our client. Well, this is important due to that this allows you to scale. We're going to teach you how to package your clients. We're going to teach you how to deliver this to your clients so you have more confidence when you present this to your clients.
What we're going to cover next is going to be about how do you get somebody to pay you to implement. So you've already talked to George and Dan. Dan showed you how to find clients. George how to implement and or execute the assessment process, convert people. That's great. But now let's say we've already done and completed an assessment. We've got the client to come in, give us money. We did the assessment using Tax Maverick. Now we are going to meet with the client to deliver the assessment findings. So an annual program is what we're going to talk about next. So we already talked about meeting the client, getting them to say yes. Then we got them to say yes, here's the assessment. Now let's take it to the annual program. Now, to get this, I want you to know that this is usually about $2,500, $2,497. Okay, that's usually what you charge. Over here, it's depending on the work, but let's say that it's on average $9,997, $10,000. Okay, let's just use that as our number. Okay, so most of the time you're going to get to that point and you're going to wonder, what do I do for that kind of money? How do I charge that? What is it that they'll expect of me if I do take that type of income from somebody, right? $10,000. So I want to break down how you can ask for the money. Like what do you say? What do you do? What is it that you're going to give in return? Because the way that we think about things, this is my favorite part because if you get this, then this will actually unlock all the secrets to how do you get more money per client. So there's two things that we want to measure, okay? There's the price, what somebody pays, write that down, and then there's value, okay? There's price and then there's value. And if we had to put price as it's the dollars, right? So if we were to look at when somebody makes a decision to buy, it's typically when the price is less than the value. So it would look like this. The value of something is up here and the price of something is down here. So if we had an access point, when the price is below the value, people buy. What that really means is that many people make decisions on if they're going to purchase something based on if they feel what they're paying, the price, is less than what it's worth. What is an annual program? It is a packaged group of services that will provide a client in exchange, that we will provide a client in exchange for an annual fee. When I got into the tax advisory game, I was trying to determine how I was going to charge. And you could charge several ways, right? You could charge a flat fee of some sort per strategy. The clients are looking for certainty and confidence. Like they want to know that you could give them the result. They're looking for confidence and certainty, just like we're all looking for. Who is the program for? Programs are only, what I'm about to share with you, are only for people who actually become your clients, like people who do an assessment. If they do not perform an assessment, you do not need to discuss this. Like you don't want to put, I built this program for people, I do this for people. No, we want to just talk about the assessments with assessment clients. And then when assessment clients want to move to the next level, they go to an annual program. So, who is the program, or why is this program so important? Well, a program model allows for you to provide to a client with confidence, certainty, and value, delivering on your promises. It makes you look so good. Okay? So who needs to offer it? If you're an advisor or aspiring at this point to convert to an advisor, this is the predictable way to do it. This is predictability, okay? You can't go farther than this without predictability. So the program creates confidence. The annual program delivers the savings and gives a multiple of that to clients and investors. There's two parties involved in every opportunity, two parties. There's the party who is being propositioned, and then there's the party who is offering, okay? Usually known as the buyer and the seller. The responsibility for somebody to take an action doesn't fall on the buyer, it actually falls on the seller. See, the seller, the person offering the opportunity, has to have strong conviction, a strong belief that what they're offering to someone can help them, a strong belief that what they're propositioning is the best thing for that person. And they have to have such strong conviction that no matter what somebody says to them, they won't stop because they have a strong inner belief to serve people. You see, that is what we're doing. We're serving people. We're trying to help people. We're trying to get people who are paying a lot in taxes, who have never been able to stop that nasty Uncle Sam silent partner crap from happening. We're trying to get them to see the future. We're trying to get them to take an action. And it is our responsibility to get them to say yes. And if we can't get them to say yes, gosh, we're not doing our job. That in order for you to grow your business, you're going to have to offer something to your clients after you perform an assessment. The annual program is the model. Consultation call with a action of purchasing an assessment, investing in assessment, use the word investment. Now taking that assessment, preparing it, and then showcasing the findings with an additional call to action at the end for me to implement, for you to implement the strategies for the client, to help them implement. And they will pay you for an entire year, which means they're going to stick with you for 12 months. From the day that they sign up, 12 months from that date, they're your client. They will pay you a lump sum amount of $10,000 in this case. You will then perform the services throughout the year. Utilizing a tool like Tax Maverick, you'll actually know what strategies you're going to execute. You would have laid them out for them. You'll be able to review it to them in a PowerPoint presentation, which is in Tax Maverick. You'll then be able to execute the strategies based on the implementation guides that are all in Tax Maverick. So you don't even have to be afraid about doing the work. What you need to do is just find the right clients.